Welcome! Today we're diving into a major shift in how we protect our digital information, the move from old-school network security to something called Zero Trust. For years, cybersecurity was like building a castle. We had perimeter defenses, firewalls, VPNs, acting as strong walls and a guarded gate. The idea was simple: trust everyone and everything already inside the castle walls, and be suspicious of anything outside. If you were in, you were generally considered safe and had broad access. But the digital world changed. Think about cloud computing, widespread remote work, countless mobile phones and IoT devices, and complex mixes of on-premise and cloud systems. Suddenly, our critical data and applications weren't neatly contained within the castle anymore. They were everywhere, accessed by people and devices scattered across the globe. This fundamentally broke the perimeter model. The walls weren't relevant when the assets were outside. Relying on that single line of defense wasn't enough, especially as threats got smarter and could even start from side jumps the network. Once a hacker got past the wall, moving around inside was often far too easy. The castle and moat approach, while still a useful first step, became inadequate on its own. Enter Zero Trust Architecture, or ZTA. This is a totally different way of thinking. Its core principle is radical. Never trust, always verify. It throws out the old idea of a trusted inside versus an untrusted outside. ZTA assumes threats could be anywhere, inside or outside your traditional network. So it demands strict verification for every single access request, no matter where it comes from. Trust isn't automatic. It has to be proven, constantly. How does Zero Trust work in practice? It's built on a few key ideas. First, continuous verification. Every user, device, and application must prove who they are and that they're authorized every time they want to access something. Your location doesn't grant you trust. Second, least privilege access. You only get the bare minimum access needed to do your specific job. If your account gets compromised, the damage is limited. Third, microsegmentation. The network is chopped up into tiny, isolated zones. If one area is breached, the attackers can't easily spread to others. It contains the blast radius. And fourth, assume breach and continuous monitoring. ZTA operates as if a breach is inevitable or might have already happened. This means constantly watching network traffic, user actions, and device health for anything suspicious. Why make this shift? The benefits are significant. Zero Trust drastically improves your overall security by shrinking the areas attackers can target. It minimizes the damage if a breach does happen. It offers better protection for sensitive data and gives you much clearer visibility into what's actually happening on your network. It also helps organizations meet strict compliance rules. And while it sounds strict, modern systems often try to make it smooth for users, only stepping up checks when risk increases. Most importantly, it's designed for the reality of today's distributed IT world. Now, moving to Zero Trust isn't a walk in the park. It can be complex to set up, needing careful planning and the integration of different security tools. Making it work with older legacy systems can be a real headache. It also requires a change in mindset within the organization, sometimes facing resistance. And yes, it requires investment in technology and skilled people to manage it. It's definitely not a set-it-and-forget-it solution. But despite the challenges, the evolution from perimeter defense to Zero Trust is essential. Cyber threats are constantly getting more sophisticated. Think advanced ransomware, supply chain attacks, AI-powered phishing, and insider threats. Relying only on outdated walls just doesn't cut it anymore. Concepts like SaaS, or Secure Access Service Edge, which bundle security and networking in the cloud, often lean heavily on Zero Trust principles. Embracing Zero Trust is key to building resilient, adaptive security that can actually protect organizations in our hyper-connected digital age. Thanks for tuning in.